Anybody got some stories? Anything trigger a memory?
Some of these pilots are in their 90s. Most of them have not flown a military airplane in decades, if they still fly at all.
I want to be a pilot when I grow up because it's fun and easy to do.
Hank Getz flew jets in the Air Force before becoming a commercial airline pilot as part of a 40-year flying career. Now in his 80s, he plays unofficial MC for this group of retired pilots.
99% of them vets. There's something that happens in the military when you're young and you join, you become a band of brothers. The ready room before a flight, all the flights that day. When you're flying with other people, you have to rely on them, even in the life and death situations. So you become close, and now that everybody in this group is retired and in their senior years, we still migrate back to that cohesive brotherhood and talking airplanes.
And his routine would be is he would take off from the 100 and do a dirty roll.
On this Friday, the discussion gravitates to the recent death of a legendary test pilot, Bob Hoover. A contemporary of Chuck Yeager, Hoover was 94 years old when he died in October.
I talked to my buddy, a very close buddy, and I said, how was it flying with Bob Hoover? And his eyes got this big. And he says, Vic, he says, I've done things on that airplane that I've never done before. He says, it was scary. And he never did tell me what Bob Hoover did.
Most of these veterans have lived long lives beyond the military. One member was wheeled in by family, but they still seem very much defined by these stories of the time that they spent as naval aviators and Air Force pilots.
Another one of our members is a POW. He spent over 6 years in Hanoi Hilton. And some of those guys come back and they won't talk about it. Other guys will, depending on what kind of experiences you had.
They picked up other veterans over time. Mike Catalino was a Navy diver.
There was my buddy the Great White again. And I took the liberty to punch him in the eye. He didn't like that. He didn't like that at all.
And hitting them in the eye. You know what? Only guys like us would believe that, because some of the stuff we've done is so strange. I was 24, 25 years old. I'm sitting in a modern day F-105 going Mach 2 all by myself. You tell that to people who have had a 9-to-5 job, there's no way they even come close to relating.
The group is called Bagels and Bologna because it started in a coffee house that served bagels, and because the stories aren't strictly fact-checked. They've outgrown a couple of locations. They can get more than 50 people at a single meeting. Getz says naval aviators try to end their careers in San Diego just so they can retire here. He's found new members just walking down the aisle at Costco.
They make more money than they can spend.
Steve Walsh, KPBS News.
Because most people think airplane flying is dangerous, except those pilots.